The term Afro-frontier is closely associated with the historical research of Dr. Timothy E. Nelson. The Afro-frontier and David Weber's concept of the Spanish borderlands intersect in several significant ways, primarily concerning the experiences and roles of people of African descent within these contested and dynamic regions of North America. Here's a breakdown of the key points of intersection. 1. Presence and agency of African descendants. Spanish borderlands. David Weber's work on the Spanish borderlands highlights that people of African descent, both enslaved and free, were present throughout these regions, from Florida to California, from the earliest periods of Spanish colonization. They were not merely passive figures, but actively participated in the social, economic, and sometimes even political life of the borderlands. Afro-frontier. The concept of the Afro-frontier, particularly as exemplified by communities like Blackdom, New Mexico.
Go ahead.
Is that the first place in New Mexico where oil was located?
No. So it's a part of the Permian Basin. It's the edge of the Permian Basin that you think about with Texas, but it's the edge, so you think in terms of Artesia. They have a refinery there, but that Permian Basin crosses over that New Mexico-Texas border.
Yeah, so was it the first place?
No, I think in 1909 it was first in in Eddy County. 1909.
I have pictures of my relatives standing in front of the Blackman School.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Wow.
From the New
Check
Mexico
that out.
Historical Society. They're standing there, and I never saw them before. I saw that picture, and then went back into the family history.
Wow.
And I found that my grandfather had 5 brothers, 3 of which I never heard of before, and there was his kids standing in front of me.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
I love how many connections that are possible with events like these. So I appreciate that you're here today and persisted coming in today. Hopefully there's a greater connection that will be made, but especially grateful for historians like Dr. Nelson, activists like Marissa Roybal, putting in the hard work to make all our American history known. Up until now, we're all only hearing about this part of history in 2024, but you're also uplifting communities by celebrating these amazing feats, successes. That's what got squashed, I think.
Yes.
Who was telling the story, who's telling history, who's rewriting or leaving out parts of history. We can't tell about this very successful